Cocaine Bear is a brand new film that just hit theaters today. This movie is absolutely insane. It is based on the true story of a black bear that got into cocaine and killed a bunch of people and, did some crazy stuff. And obviously this is loosely based on true events, some story from the 80s that surprisingly I haven't heard about before, and it seems that not a lot of people have, but now we have Elizabeth Banks's Cocaine Bear. This is coming to us from the director of movie 43, a movie I have not seen, but I've heard nothing but absolutely awful things about. But I went into this film with some excitement. All I wanted was an absolutely coked out bear just mauling people and just having fun. Unfortunately, I didn't really get that here. Now, it may seem crazy for me to criticize a movie called Cocaine Bear with a story of a bear that gets into a lot of cocaine, but honestly, I went into this expecting to have a really fun time and just see some crazy stuff with a CGI bear on a lot of drugs just going crazy. And when that happens in the movie, it's really fun and it's really great, and I kind of forget about all the other things. The main issue with this movie is that it doesn't mainly focus on that. The bear that's on cocaine, which sounds hilarious to say, is in the movie, sure, but it really has 3 other storylines that kind of connect to each other, as well as the bear as well. So the movie, for like the first 35-40 minutes, mainly focuses on that instead of the title character and the main plot of the movie. And for me, it really wasn't that interesting when we focused on that. Now, when we got to see the bear maul some people, chase people up trees, and, sniff and go nom 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 when it's having cocaine, I mean, that's fun. It's so fun. But the problem is that there is a huge lack of it. I don't consider that a spoiler because I consider that more of a warning. I went into this movie expecting to have a really fun time with this. I knew this wasn't going to be the greatest movie ever, okay? Like, come on, look at the plot. And maybe it sounds crazy for me to be criticizing a movie like this, but really, I was not interested in this movie. And I was like, I checked my watch probably 3 or 4 times, and I mean, this should be a movie that flies by, that feels like it's 10 minutes long, and that it's just fun, crazy. All it needed to be was a bear that does coke and goes crazy. And I've said that a bunch of times, but instead, they try to focus on multiple characters here instead of the actual bear, and it really did not make for a pleasant viewing experience. And maybe some of that enjoyment was taken down by the probably 20-25 kids who were at the back of the theater for a R-rated or 18A movie here, who decided to comment and jump over each other all the time throughout the movie. But still, I was honestly surprised that I was let down by this movie. It's something that I didn't expect to be saying here. Now, it was very nice to see Ray Liotta one more time because obviously he is a phenomenal actor. I'm looking at my Goodfellas poster right there, and his role is fun. And some of the other main roles are fun. Some of the acting is terrible. Some of the dialogue's terrible. But again, I wasn't going into the movie expecting there to be great dialogue or anything. I was expecting there to be fun action scenes, and we barely got that. Now, there are moments of other things later on that I could talk about, but I'm not going to because of spoilers. But I'm honestly surprised to say that I was let down by a film called Cocaine Bear. And I feel like it's one that's going to disappoint a lot of people just because it lacks that title character, which is surprising. Almost as surprising as my cat jumping at whatever over here. Cocaine Bear has a surprising lack of bite for a plot as wild as this one. Not only does this film lack the actual bear, but it instead chooses to focus on multiple storylines that are all less interesting than the coked out bear. There are some fun moments here and there, but somehow this one was disappointing for me. I'm going to give Cocaine Bear a 2 out of 5. Again, I want to make this clear is that I was not going into this expecting a great movie. I was just expecting to laugh, have a fun time. There are laughs, there are fun moments here, but for a movie that's an hour and 35 minutes, probably not even, I was not that interested. And I hate saying it. If you enjoyed this movie, I'm jealous of you. If you did, that's great. But I feel like as more and more people see it, they'll kind of realized I was like, oh, you know what, this movie has a decent score on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, which, you know, doesn't mean too much. But I was talking to my one friend who also saw it tonight, and he's like, yeah, I didn't really like it that much. You know, it wasn't that interesting. And that's something you shouldn't say going out of a movie called Cocaine Bear. But if you have seen the movie, let me know what you think of it down below. And thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time. Over and out.